Your certification exam is the IT Specialist 302 JavaScript exam. You will be taking that in the Professional Testing Center, which is on the Parson Stulin building. It's in that building on the Aero Park campus. The testing dates and times are listed. You should call or email and set up a testing appointment as soon as possible. Keep in mind, this last Thursday is only for retakes, and Certiport has a requirement that if you do not pass, you must wait 24 hours before you can retake a test. So I would schedule the test before noon on May 4th. That way, if you need to retake it, you'll be able to do that on the 5th. The certification exam score is where I will post your final exam score. And you only need 70% to pass, and a passing score is a passing score. These are new exams, so I'm not quite sure how many questions will be on it. This information is from, the last exam. So that could be a little bit different this time. But as long as you pass, you will get 100 out of 100 on the final. If you don't pass the first time and you pass the second time, you will still get 100 out of 100. If you do not pass either time, then I will prorate your score. So what I do is I take the score needed to pass, and then I take your points and divide that into the score. And that's how I would get your final exam score. Okay, so that is how it'll be scored. And to prepare for this, there is a block called Exam Information and Resources. It's got the same schedule, but in a graphical form. And then additional information that you need to be aware of when you take tests at the Professional Testing Center. In addition, we have the exam objectives, which you should treat like a study guide, because this is exactly what is going to be on the test. When people write questions for these tests, they are given an objective and a sub-objective. And questions tend to be written on these little sub-objectives down here. And the reason I know is because I am a subject matter expert for Certiport, and I work on these exams and I write questions for them. So these little notes down here, this is what you are going to see in the questions themselves. So make sure you know all of this information. And what I am doing is I am going through here and I am providing resources for each one of these sub-objectives. So if there's something that you don't remember, if you scroll down, you will see a little folder for each of those objectives. And I've got one done, and you can see I'm labeling them so you know which one they are. I will go through and do them for the rest. I just haven't had time yet. So stay tuned, because you will see more in this section as I complete them. Another resource for you is the Gmetrics practice test. And I do have a video that shows you how to create the account, how to download and install Gmetrics, and how to redeem your code. In order to access the test, you have to have a code. And for this class, this is our code. And we only have enough licenses for each person in the class. We don't have any extra. So don't share this information. It is just for you and for your own copy. But there are links for creating the account and accessing the software, and even directions from Gmetrics. And if any of you have trouble installing it, let me know because I'm happy to help you. I do encourage you to watch the video though, because that will help. And as I complete more and more of this, you will see this resource section is going to get rather lengthy. In addition to the resources, I will compile a list of questions from our quizzes, from our unit tests, and include them in here for further practice. I can't add them until everyone is done taking the unit tests, because once I put them in here, you'll have access to all the answers. So the other tests have to be closed before I can do that. But if you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. And also let me know how you do on the test, because I will not hear from the testing center until Friday the 6th. They kind of wait until the very end to let the instructors know. And so I always like to know ahead of time whether you pass or not. If you pass, it's awesome. But if you don't, there are some resources that I can point you towards that might help you when you retake the test. So any questions, problems, let me know. Good luck on the test and have an awesome week.